We're building a city, we're building a city, digging and pounding, we're working all together, building for the teacher, the milkman, the butcher.
Hello and welcome to the Daily Compulsion. This is another Lego repair video. Today I'm going to show you the absolute best way to fix loose Lego parts. What I mean by loose Lego parts is parts that are supposed to attach to another Lego part but do not anymore. This includes clips that no longer attach to bars, minifigure helmets or hair that no longer attaches to minifigure heads, heads that are loose on minifigure necks, and minifigure arms that swing wildly about. There are a couple videos on YouTube already showing this repair technique, but they suck and they only focus on minifigure parts. This fix has several different applications and is incredibly easy to complete. All you need to do is get some fingernail top coat. Top coat is a protective layer of translucent paint that women put on top of nail polish in order to protect it. You might already have some of this stuff lying around if you are a woman, but it should not be too challenging to acquire if you cohabitate with a woman, such as a romantic partner, a roommate, or maybe your mom. If you are on your own, you can just go to the drugstore. Whatever your situation, it is very important that when asking your mom or the drugstore employee for the substance, that you clearly explain that the purpose of it is to repair loose Lego parts, so as not to create a suspicion that you are some kind of antisocial deviant freak engaging in aberrational behavior. I will demonstrate this fix on 3 different parts today. This Imperial Soldier's flag from the classic pirate sets, this old black classic spaceman helmet, and on the arms of this newer torso from the Prince of Persia sets. Alright, let's get started. This may seem obvious, but it's a good idea to make sure that the parts you are repairing are clean first. The first item that I'm going to work on is this Imperial Soldier's flag from the old pirate sets. You see many of these old 6x4 flags with broken clips for sale on Bricklink, but sometimes you will also see listings for ones where the clips are loose and do not clasp, and you can get a good deal on those and then make them like new again with this fix. So you can see this one is very loose as I attach it to the lance piece, or any other bar for that matter. Moves freely up and down. It doesn't even clasp on the top, really, and it just falls out. What I need to do is open the top coat. I will remove the cover, on the underside of which I will find a brush. When removing the cover and the brush, gently stroke the brush on the inside of the bottle, wiping off the excess top coat. Then, simply apply the brush to the Lego part, which is loose. Make 1 or 2 passes on the specific spot that is supposed to attach to the other item. It's a good idea to keep a wet paper towel or a wet cloth nearby to wipe off any excess. Then simply put it down and wait for it to dry. I will wait overnight. Once it's dry, put the piece back onto whatever piece it is to be attached to and see if it is as tight as you would like it. If it is still loose, you can add another coat. It's very important that you don't add too much at once because then the piece will not fit again. This spaceman helmet is not incredibly loose, as you can see. I hold him upside down and the helmet remains on, but it does not have a lot of resistance when removing the helmet. So I'll go ahead and do this technique on this old classic black spaceman helmet. Wipe off the excess and reach in there . I'm just going to put a little bit. Of course, it is very important that you do not immediately attach the piece to whatever other piece it's supposed to attach to after you've applied the top coat. If you do so, your piece is not coming off. Lastly, I will apply this to the inside of the arms on this Prince of Persia torso. As you can see, these arms are very loose. So once again, remove the cover, wipe off the excess, and if you can find a brush that's a little bit smaller, it might be beneficial. This one is rather large. You can even use a small paintbrush if you have one handy. Okay, 1 or 2 passes, and I think I am good. I will leave these pieces to dry and we will revisit this in the morning. Okay, it's a few days later. The reason for that is because the flag was so loose that I needed several passes. So I did a coat, set it down, let it dry, waited till the next day, did another coat, set it down, let it dry, and I'll demonstrate how well it's working now. As you can see, the flag stays on. It's not swinging around wildly, not falling off. So almost as good as new. Barely even tell that anything is on there. The next part is the spaceman helmet. This may have worked a little too well, or I need to tighten up the neck a little bit, but as you can tell, as you can see, the head is just staying in the helmet right now. That can be remedied by taking a different random torso and placing the head on here. There we go. This one's a little tighter, so maybe I should actually put some top coat on that neck of the black spaceman. And lastly, we have the loose arm torso. Again, this arm was very, very loose before, and I did 2 passes with this one. As you can see, push it. Nice and strong again. I hope this video was helpful and entertaining. Again, you can use this technique on all sorts of loose parts like minifig heads, necks, arms, hands, and even legs if you are comfortable removing those. I've looked to see if there are any other videos out there describing this technique, and as I mentioned before, while there are 2 videos showing this on minifig parts, there is a surprising number of other tutorials showing people trying to fix minifigs with ridiculous and idiotic techniques such as putting a piece of tape over the leg pin or using pliers to bend and warp the leg pin to put new resistance on the loose swinging leg. There are at least 2 videos showing how to crumple up tissue paper and stuff it into the minifig torso to fix loose Lego arms. And there's a video of one poor child putting clay on the minifig head to get the hair to stay on. None of this is necessary with what I just showed you. Stop putting trash in the minifigures and acting like it's okay. Use top coat instead. Thank you for watching and have a wonderful day.